Hello, just tipster. We make the moment gist since the version was released and the last tutorial was on version. We start from the city of Milan. We are going to load the polygon. We are going to make a selection, a filter, and also do a clip and the street and see the various features. This is basic tutorial and all data are always read in my Google Drive. There is the link below. For any request, please write the comment or send me an mail. We load immediately of the vectors and then work with vector layers. We go in the sidebar on the left. This spiral you can pick up and move, but should have it all on the left. This is first button with a line of point and the carriers. Clicking it to open this window. We have several options. We go now to make do. And go see the folder. I create a folder on desktop. We load the building, streets and even section. I open it. Okay, it take a while to load all this mass of data. Here we have the building, the street, the census section. These are the open data, so you can find them and can be distributed. We look at the section. I load because I want to go get some type of Milan section and then use them to bring out the element. Maybe we go for the first style to make it transparent, and transparencies its property panel we apply. Perhaps even more transparent, then click OK. I can use the pan, the boot with the end. The area that interests me is to right of the central. There is a park, Trotter Park. Here there is Via Padova, and here there Gorla. The section that interest me are these. How I do remove them? With the button with the white arrow and the yellow click. I can select a section, another section, can make a rectangle that is to take all the section that twist and click on the right arrow button. I can choose a geometry selection button with polygon, then design the whole area, and it will take all sections that are affected by polygon, and drawing with the mouse. It's get this there, then you cut it. Don't worry because you can add a remove section after if you change. Now I take this section, select geometry and take off. I have left them. And this is my selected geometry that you see on the screen and want to pull it out. To remove it I can do right click, save as, before selecting target file. Below encoding I can only save the section. Now I can click browse, go to my portfolio, we make a new processing folder and create here and do the name insert section Milano Freight, north of Loreto. I don't know if I knew live with this year. It's not a new district, but given this name by the hipster in Little New York. We do okay. We verified that saving only the select geometry, and now I have new shapefile with the geometry that I had selected before. This I can delete, and now I can do layer and zoom to see all the geometry selected. Before road cutout, give him a color little more visible as the line width 0.5 and do OK. This area are the road. Before Before cutting the road, I must try to knit this polygon. To do so, I go and Carrier, Geoprocessing tool, and dissolve. You must select a layer. In this window, give me the opportunity to select layer. Select section Milano, Nolo, dissolve all. That means I dissolve in a specific field, but all unite me. I create a temporary file. I save file by always processing and call it dissolve section. I save and run. It gives me a result by my polygon that drag the border. Change a bit of property. I do the simple filling. Fill style. Empty. The width, the white and the color. I click OK. I can outline the click this section of the census that after maybe use another process it does OK. This is definition for the area that I want to use. Okay, now let's see how to make the clip, the road and the selection for the building location. First of all the clip of the street. To do this, we can use a geoprocessing tool. There is a clip size. The input vector that which overflow the boundary of the area that we want to have, and then use the row. The trimming carrier is instead our area we have created. Me has called dissolve, translation a bit like this. We also do here save as file on the outside. We clip street, I saved. Result after the execution of the algorithm, I ran and pulled me out after this process this street, doing the right button, and the output make a copy of style, and the new shape do paste style. And he pulled me off the street of the area with this clip. How we make a selection of buildings that fall into dissolved area. To make the selection by location, we go to Vector, Search Tool, select boundary creation. In this window, ask the input layer, then we are selected, in this case, the building. So the DBT buildings and the additional carrier, which intersector or new selection we dissolve. Do that contains separated and touch only intersect content we can increase accuracy when make a new selection and click run. The selection may take a while at time. No, it was fast and on our building that fall in this area have been selected. We can do as before, right click, save as, make pastry, edifice area, save as. Remember to put check on only saves the select geometry. We do OK. And he pulled the result of all buildings that fall into this area. We saw a little how it works and how to have the information managed in a simple way, so we don't not all Milan building, but only the section. We selected an area that could be an area of study. Now we could do a little analysis of this area. We can make a style, create a print. But these are the basic guidelines for getting started with QGIS. The tutorial is over. I say goodbye. And the next session we continue quest tutorial in QGIS and Windows and the next. Hello.